The border, a place some see as the new frontier, and others see as a physical wedge separating two countries. Thousands of migrants traverse through rough terrain, searching for a better life for them and their families. Some are either fleeing from violence, drug cartels, and human trafficking, while others are searching for greater economic opportunities. We're going to build a wall. It's something we have heard U.S. President Donald Trump say many times since he launched his presidential campaign. The president wants a physical barrier along the border between Mexico and the U.S. to prevent people from crossing over it illegally.
Build that wall! Build that wall! Build that wall! They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
On November 12th, Trump tweeted, "Many of the people in DACA, no longer very young, are far from angels. Some are very tough, hardened criminals. But the public should know this is fake news. In order to qualify for DACA, one can't be convicted of a felony offense or pose a threat to national security or public safety. The purpose of DACA is to protect eligible immigrant youth who came to the United States, also allowing them to legally work and go achieve a higher education. Each one has a different story, but behind these smiles lies pain and resentment."
My name is Adilene Meraz, and I was born in Tijuana, Baja California. I came here with a visa when I was like 2, and then from then on I would cross with the visa back and forth, and then afterwards, when it expired, they decided not to go back and stay here and build a life for us here. The one thing that has affected me just was recently, like my work permit expiring. I didn't realize that because I didn't have that card with me present, I would not have a job, and that was it for me. Like, I didn't have the actual card with me, so I was released from my job, and that kind of like hit me like, damn, like I can be replacing. It wasn't even something I actually did to get fired. It was just that paperwork.
Hi, my name is Azucena, and I was born in Toluca, Mexico. It's just me, my sister, and 2 other younger kids. I just remember being in a car. We went across. I think we were drugged. At work, like I do like the hiring, you know. So I see their like ID documents and stuff. And it's always nice, like, oh, you're a DACA student, like a DACA recipient, so am I, you know? So that's nice. And then I feel like a lot of the times, like, they'll feel a little more comfortable, like when I'm like, oh yeah, me too, like, you know? And then they're like, oh, okay. So when CVS fired her, like the date on her card, it already showed that she was eligible for work from the time they fucking fired her. They're idiots. They just didn't want to wait to see the card, you know?
Yeah. But you didn't care.
I mean, huh?
But you didn't care. Like, you were like, yeah, we'll hire you.
Well, yeah. Like, my grandma, right now, she's dead. But may she rest in peace. But when she was living, like, she would come visit. She understood that if I was living here, like, my life was here. So even before she died, like, while she was in her like deathbed, she like begged me not to go back to Mexico because she knew that I wouldn't be able to come back because she knew my life was here. And she told me that to continue what I'm doing and that I'm here for a reason, and it's gonna work out. It was for my sister's 24th birthday. We were celebrating there, and Adi got a call and she went outside, and then I didn't see her, so I went outside to check up on her, and she was crying, you know, because she couldn't see her grandma.
And then I felt really bad for her because I know that's something that can happen to me.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like my grandpa, like my paternal grandfather, like I remember him the most. I remember certain like situations with him the most from obviously when I was in Mexico. So it's frustrating and upsetting that I can't go see him, especially because he's so ill and ailing. He's not gonna last too long, I don't think, anymore. You know, he has diabetes, he's in a wheelchair, like he has arthritis, like he's old, you know?
He's still living.
He's still living, but like it's a struggle. The great thing is now we have video chat, you know, and I'm able to see him, but it's obviously not the same thing as, you know, like carne y hueso, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
My name is Alondra. I was born in Garden Grove, California, and my sister is Azucena. Yeah, usually my parents will compare me to her, like how I'm doing in school versus how good she did, and like they always tell me like, oh, you actually have papers, like you have the opportunity like to do this, and like your sisters have to go through all of this just to be where they're at right now. And so like they like always compare me to them. I'm kind of jealous of them because they've like, you know, they've done so much and I'm just here like failing every class. So we don't hate each other. It doesn't affect us. We just make fun of it as like a joke, like like if you were to make fun of each other's like face or stuff like that, but it's not like something serious.
Right now, for example, my dad's like under the threat of deportation, so it's worrisome for me not being able to have the ability to travel and whatnot. But you know, it's a separate thing.
I know he's gonna have to go to Mexico, so it's like I accepted it already, but it's just like sad, like for my mom, because she wants to stay here, and you know, like Jonathan, my younger brother, hasn't even like, he's still 15, and so they're not gonna see him graduate if they go to Mexico, you know.
Do you think your mom would follow him?
Well, yeah, because he's sick.
He's probably gonna get deported. No, like I mean, we've tried everything, you know. But, I mean, it's just whatever.
Que se cuide, que lo quieran. Thank you, Lord.
My name is Luis Manuel. I'm 20. I was born in Puebla, Mexico. We tried crossing over the first time when I was in 2nd grade. My mom and my sister passed like on the first try through the borderline, I guess. They just like new passports, fake passports, got different names, and like they passed on the first try. My aunt and I were like a completely different story. We like really struggled to get there. When I was small, like I remember being really mad at my mom because I thought like she would have she had forgotten about me.
When Manuel lived with his aunt in Mexico, he hardly saw the money and gifts his mother would send him.
Like I grew a lot of resentment, not towards my mom, because like she couldn't control it, you know, like once she sent that money, like it's like when you throw a ball, you know what's in the air, you can't do anything about it. Like it's in the air, it's gonna go where it's gonna land. And so I have like a lot of resentment towards my aunt over there because my mom didn't give me any special treatment, you know, and it was unfair for my aunt to like take advantage and stuff.
They come from different roots, but face similar challenges. Without DACA, these students may face uncertainties of deportation, leaving behind the only life they've ever known.